Hey guys, it's me, Meteor, and I'm going to be doing a game overview of Neopets Quizara's Curse. Now, this game is technically geared for 2nd to 4th graders, but that's never really stopped me from buying stuff before. Either way, this game is for the Dig, as in, did you know this thing actually existed? As I could probably tell, there's actually no video output for this, so there's no way for me to capture footage. I'm going to have to do things the old-fashioned way. Okay, maybe not that old-fashioned. We have technology now. There we go. Much better. Now, a problem I see with this device are replacing the batteries. I try to slide it over like I would normally to replace batteries, but that doesn't work. You have to actually take a coin or a key or something, put it in the little slot, and try to slide it out that way at the same time. And per each side, there are 2 batteries for a total of 4. The last time I've seen a system actually take that many batteries, it was actually the original Game Boy. Either way, I was actually hard pressed to try and find footage for this game. I tried going on Google Images if I could find any screenshots. I found some sections of the map overview. That's something. Then I tried to find footage on YouTube, and there's nothing there either. Not even a trailer or anything. Eventually, I looked on Neopets.com and found there actually was a trailer for this game. I'm just surprised no one, reposted on YouTube saying, Trailer HD! Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Anyway, as you can probably tell, this is the game cartridge here. It's bigger than the normal SD card, or rather, it's bigger than the DS cartridge. So you put it in here, and 95% of the time, you'll see a message like this saying reinsert game cartridge. That's annoying because in order to reinsert the game cartridge, you have to pop the game cartridge out, it shuts the system down, then you have to turn it back on again and hope you don't see the same screen again. That gets annoying. Anyway, going to the actual game itself, we see the intro here, and apparently this villain, Quizara, put a question curse on all the fairies, and they, can't move or something. I don't know why he's against these fairies, but whatever, I wouldn't expect a game meant for 2nd graders to have too good of a story to begin with. Either way, I'm going to name my character here. I'm going to name him Fluffy. It's kind of funny because in Pet Adventures, you could name your character whatever you want, and it was still Fluffy. Anyway, let's actually go here. And you'll notice there are many different fairies here. There's, let's see, water, earth, fire, air. And there's also light and dark, but whatever. You technically start with water magic. Your water magic could actually free the water fairies. Your goal is to free all the fairies in the game, some of which are in different lands. You can only actually get a new element by actually freeing all the fairies of a certain type. So once you free all the water fairies, you get your next magic, and so on and so forth. So there's actually a lot of backtracking. You can even tell which fairies in which areas, so that's nice. There are different worlds you can traverse. There's Meridel. There's Terror Mountain, there's Mystery Island, and there's Fairyland. But as you could probably tell, they all work the same way. You're still going around breaking whatever item it is in that area. Nuts, ice crystals, regular crystals, and treasure chests. And they all give you items, and you're all on the same plaid, just with different sprites, I guess. Whatever. And you can also play little games with pets here. Now, you can actually play with them. There are different games here. There's fill in the blank, find the right punctuation, and there's saying whether the sentence is correct or incorrect. This one didn't sound correct to me at all. Then I realized it was actually asking for punctuation, not the actual sentence itself. Whatever. There are different items you can collect too. There are food items that restore your HP or happiness. There's drinkable items that restore your magic, and you need a certain amount of magic. Every time you do a spell on the fairies, it does some magic, and if you don't, answer the questions correctly in time, you lose your magic and you fail or something. And there are also special items, which could increase your experience or whatever, and that's another thing. You could actually level up in this game, and you could raise your HP and your magic. But you still do the same amount of damage each and every time. Some of the fairies take 2, some of the fairies take 4. It's all the same difference. There are also side quests you can do in this game. Sometimes you have to bring an item to a certain person, find an item from a different person, take an item and actually burn trees, whatever. The reward for these is always an item, but you're probably getting so many items in the overworld anyway, you probably won't even be able to fit it in your inventory, period. Then after you get all the fairies, you free all of them, you go traverse all the lands, backtrack, you do all of that. Then you're at the final boss, Quizara himself. And in order to fight him, you have to get the questions right 6 times, and you have to actually match his magic with your magic. I thought it would be the exact opposite of each element, like air to earth and vice versa, but apparently not. Apparently opposites are like a, grade 5 thing. But at least it teaches kids that you really should fight fire with fire. Yay! And then after you beat him, then, he walks away all shamefully or whatever, and the roll the credits. These credits are surprisingly long for this type of game, and actually went to my screensaver mode where it kind of dimmed the screen. I didn't even know that device even had that feature, but there you go. Either way, with that is all of Quizara's Curse, and then we're done with this stupid device, and I can just put this game back on my shelf forever to never play it again. Well, at least it looks nice with all the others there. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Alright, fine, I'll talk about the one thing you guys probably actually care about with this game, and pretty much the only reason why anyone would even consider buying this game in the first place. Basically, this game gives you the option to use virtual codes. You actually get these by playing the game. Throughout the game, each world has a certain code you actually unlock in like the little treasure chest, nuts, whatever. You find it in there, and basically you put these in here. There are 4 codes. You put one in, you put the second one in, and after you put in all 4 and unscramble the word it gives you, which will always be the answer of a jewel, you will actually unlock yourself a site theme that you cannot get anywhere else. This is that site theme. Basically here it shows the fairy down there. This fairy constantly changes. It could be light, it could be dark, it could be earth, whatever. It's just a recolor. There's no alternate animation or pose, which is odd. But whatever, you can only get this site theme if you actually play Quizara's Curse and actually unlock the code. Keep in mind, each game of Quizara's Curse comes with 4 different codes. The 4 codes you enter in, and then 3 other sets to give to other people. You give them to friends, you go to the Neopets and post them there, or you can do what I'm going to do and actually give you the codes right here for all of you to use. So all Neopets fans who still exist, here you go. Basically, keep in mind, this is all these are the first code you enter, all of these are the second, all of these are the third, and all of these are the 4th code you enter in. You cannot just enter in this set and it'll work. In fact, you'll see the asterisk here. The asterisk by each one shows the code that I used. All the ones that don't have asterisks are all free game. So there you go, I just saved 3 people from buying and playing this game. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.